to HCN Evening News Bulletin with me, Clinton D'Souza, and here are the top stories. The all-important and much-discussed CZMP public hearing at North and South Goa saw heated discussion and demands from the public. Issues raised including the manner in which the crucial plan to protect and manage Goa's coastline was being prepared to facilities and arrangements at the meeting venue itself. The hearing took place at SGPDA grounds Margao and Kampal grounds in Panjim under the shadow of coronavirus. In fact, as dusk settled, most speakers in South Goa decided to walk out of the meeting, asking it to be continued on Friday due to the curfew restrictions. Speakers who registered online were given preference to speak first, and the next, those who registered on the spot were allowed to speak. Each speaker got about 15 minutes to speak. Those who tried to resist were vacated from the hearing. Several participants were seen without masks while no social distancing maintained, and authorities have ignored this. Moreover, by evening, people shouted slogans, "Band Karat, illegal hearing Band Karat," demanding to immediately stop the public hearing.
This public consultation was earlier attempted in the month of March also, but because of COVID and certain other reasons, it could not go ahead as planned. And under the direction of Honorable NGT, today this public consultation has been convened once again. We had issued a public notice a month ago, and we requested all the participants and speakers to register with the authority. In North Goa district, we have received 120 registration till 30th of June. We have also made arrangement of on-the-spot registration today when this public consultation is starting, and anybody who wishes to join for this consultation can register herself or himself till 2 p.m. today.
Around 185 approximately square kilometers Kazans are there. Now NSCM is identified only 135 square kilometers, where the remaining 45 square kilometers are gone. See, selectively you cannot say, no, this Kazan I want to show, this Kazan I don't want to show. It has to be uniform. Okay, in our village, can you please show the map? Because in our village, for two properties, the CRZ line is shifted from the previous draft. Now how this can happen? The agency is same, HCN remains same. How this CRZ line can shift? Months passed since we have raised objections. Can somebody explain what GCLM has done for these 4 months? Have they at least verified? Has they at least verified these objections? What have done? 4 months have passed. 4 months you have wasted, I can say. Before March 7th, we have given the objections. April, May, June, July, now 4 months have passed. That means GCLM is not serious in correcting this. They just somehow they want to rush these things and कशें करून हे जालें बाबा ओके NGTची ऑर्डर आहा NDCची ऑर्डर आहा आमकां हें कंप्लीट करपाक जाय कंपायल करपाक जाय. That is the only this thing. If you are serious, this last 4 months you could have finished the objections, the corrections. You are not showing the maps. And this is what we are. तुम्ही उलयता तुम्ही कांयच सांगना आमी. Why this NSCM scientists are come if they don't want to face the public? NSCM scientists should explain what they have done because they have paid money for this.
ZMP shows only about 7 patches of sand dunes. Therefore, I say that sand dunes are improperly marked. Sand dunes require major restoration as they are nature's first line of defense, and this is to be incorporated in the CZM plan. Mangroves and Khazans, areas marked in the draft CZMP for Kanduli, are correct, are existing and is to be maintained from survey number 72 at CKD up to survey number 63 at Orda. No changes are to be incorporated.
While on the other hand, by evening, the CZMP hearing at Panaji saw only 50% of the attendees as compared to the morning. While in South Goa, people shouted slogans to stop the hearing and demanded to immediately stop the CZMP public hearing. Watch.
Mr. Ajit Roy, Kokani, Kannada, kide chalta tuga? What is this nonsense going on here? Come on, please respect, yaar. See, I am going to leave from here only on one condition. You answer me Yes, 1,000 people's question is whether the 1,000 objection has been considered or not.
Yes, now let us know to what actually happened in South Goa for the CZMP hearing that was scheduled for the day. A lot of ruckus also that was witnessed. And now to discuss the same, I have with me also Naka's one of their major leader, that is Abhijit Prabhu Desai. And moving ahead, I just want to know what exactly do you think today's CZMP hearing in South Goa turned out to be fruitful for the attendees out there?
It was completely disappointing, and the people are very angry and shocked actually to see the way the meeting was conducted and the attitude of the officers and the government. To start with, at the beginning of the meeting, a number of procedural issues were raised by the people. Not a single issue was answered. In fact, for the entire day during the proceedings, scores of questions were asked by the people, but not a single answer was given by the authorities. In fact, it was like talking to a wall. And, the points of order which were raised by the people at the beginning of the meeting are crucial to understand what was wrong with the meeting. To start with, the people asked the presiding officer, the collector, on based on which notification is the hearing being held, and shockingly, there was no reply. Now that would mean that all the 1,000 odd people who had registered and others who had come as participants and attendees could not would require to stay for days together at the venue, in order to get a chance to speak or to watch the proceedings. Day and night, 24 hours non-stop is how the collector wanted to continue with the hearing. Now, and the venue is a place near which there's no food outlets, there's no provision of food and whatever people need. People did carry their lunch and therefore they could stay there till 6, but at 6 o'clock, all the people unanimously requested the collector to stop the proceedings and promised that we would all be back tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock to continue with the proceedings. The collector did not show any interest in responding and said that she would continue with the proceedings. But the people took a decision, and people have said that the hearing is over at 6 for the day, and it should continue the next day starting at 10 o'clock. And all the people agreed that they'd be back tomorrow morning at 10, and they left the venue. Now, during this whole procedure, the attitude of the authorities was that they were trying to suppress people's voices, not to allow people to speak, and not responding to any of the queries. Public hearing, from the amount of information that the people have about their own villages, that this process cannot be completed, cannot be done properly unless NCHCM and the government come to the villages and collect data from the people affected. But what was also very clear from the meeting is that all of Goa is strongly united on this and is going to defend her people and her lands against all the mights in the world.
Villagers say that the draft CZMP has been done using satellite maps, images, Google Maps, wherein the draft plans are not people-friendly but are more corporate-friendly. They say that anti-people plans are being forced on the people.
The way you are going is not right for what we are trying to put our views ahead.
I have noted that, sir, and I have also clarified my point. Now, I request next speaker.
You put your point, we cannot pay for this meeting.
I am present here, I am presiding over this meeting.
No,
next
you are
speaker,
not.
Please come.
You are not. No,
Thank
is somebody presiding?
Yes, sir, collector is presiding over.
Then you would want somebody on the stage, maybe from your behalf, you want somebody on the stage.
Sir, I am present here for the function.
So please be present to see us.
Sir, I have to take decision because I am presiding over this function. I request you to please take your seat. I have clarified the point.
No, we cannot accept this because you need to be on the record.
Mean that one has to sit on the dais. I am present here. I am looking after all the arrangements.
When it comes to presiding,
If someone to at least hear us, we are talking here, we are talking to the walls. It is y'all are facing that side. We don't know whether the consultants are there, they are sleeping there, or why they have come. Because why we spend such huge sums of money to bring them all the way from Madras if they are only going to sit, hide their faces over there and with their backs to the public? Is this right?
अरे तशें तुमी सांगतले आमी आमचो प्रोजेक्टर हाडून घालतले मॅप हांगा लॅपटॉप हाडून तुमकां दिवपाक नाका इतले प्रोजेक्टर हाडले तुमी मॅप दाखोवंक सोदिना कित्याक हें पब्लीक हियरींग कोणाक दिता तुमी Anyway, my only objection and suggestion is that when you're correcting, please don't refer to this fisheries department and WRD because they don't know anything about Kazans and fisheries department does not know anything about the riverine fishing data. What they have is a minimum data. And this sand dune, please include the NII report which is detailed and protect the sand dunes. Now to sand dunes protect Kazanai protect, but nothing left to protect.
While on the other hand, some of the speakers that attended at the CZMP hearing demanded a proper lunch break. Without no proper lunch break plan, there were heated arguments between the people and the officials. They blamed the CZMP authorities for not allowing eatables and even drinking water in the premises of the public hearing. In South Goa, annoyed people confronted South Goa Collector Ruchika Katiyal over the lunch break issue. People claim there are old diabetic people and women also need to eat. And with the heavy downpour, people waiting outside the venue for spot registration faced a lot of difficulty in Panaji. The roof of the pandal started to leak with water dripping inside.
At least tell the sequence. तुम्ही online पहिली घेता काय तुम्ही on spot असा पहिले पहिली घेता at least ते तरी सांगा. लोकांक बाहेर वचून at least कितें खाऊन तरी येवपाक जाय. तुम्ही गावात तर घेवचो ना जाल्यार full day हांगासर जाणटे लोकांक बसून रावचे पडटले.
So please announce the speaker number so we know who has to come after that. We don't know. We are just come like a theatre over here again. Just that the venue has changed from Kala Academy to here.
For information of all, list of speakers is displayed outside, sequence is there. Those who are interested, they can check their sequence over there. This confusion between number 6 and number 8 is there because our online system did not get connected when turn for number 6 person came. So we are trying once again. So there are 2 speakers who have missed out because our system is still stabilizing. So we will keep trying it. As and when we get connected, those who have missed through a virtual mode will get opportunity.
आता तुम्ही hazardous line change केले ते नोटान घालूंक शकता. मागीर तुम्ही इतले legend change केले ते कित्याक घालूंक ना? कोण घालतलो ते?
ना टाइम वेस्ट करता. म्हणजे पॉइंट बसले म्हणटा तो. हांवें कितें म्हणटा?
Kindly note, those who do not present will not be given a chance.
Order of Okay. Listen. Has said only that all those 1,000 applications which have been put up to the Panchayat and CZMP will be considered. Not considered, will be examined and then accordingly decided. Yeah, objection will be considered. Heard.
The Panjim CZMP public hearing meeting gets heated by afternoon after social activists and speakers demanded public screening of the meeting. Large screens are installed with the banners of the GCZMA logo. Soon the social activists demanded screening, but as the crowd gathered in front, the public hearing was suspended for a while. Meanwhile, the authorities started allowing virtual speakers to make their speeches, while crowd continued to object the process of the hearing. Some members and local representatives present at the CZMP public hearing strongly demanded a lunch break. They claimed that they were denied of a lunch break, which is a human right violation. The collector North Goa meanwhile said, "We are not here for any negotiation of business. This is administrative work and public has to respect the law." Watch.
Kindly present your submission.
Present करता madam, पण हांगासर screen कित्याक आयला ती फक्त logo पळोवपाकूच आमकां.
Kindly present your submission. Your time is running out.
Public hearing madam. म्हाका उमेद आसा हांवूय दिसोंक जाय स्क्रीनीचेर सगळ्यांक दिसोंक जाय. स्पेशल आमचे हियरिंग घेतात आयकतात बरयतात हांगासर कोणूच ना. देवळान तरी देव आसता फादर आसता हांगासर फादरूय ना.
Where is the collector? Media, please ask where is the collector. He's the same collector who broke down all the shops at GMC. Ask the same collector who broke down all the GMC shops over here. Where is the collector now? When the public asks him, he just runs away from here. Mr. Ajit Roy has gone for the day. He's done for the day. And he's given instruction, don't put anything on the screens over here and not to display any maps. This is Ajit Roy collector's instruction. On whose instruction? Who's given him this instruction? This is a collector. This is a North collector. Why South person has given displays on? Why the North collector has stopped everything? And why has he gone on a half day? CM, our request is what is happening? Why are public funding question? Why Mr. Ajit Roy has left the venue? He should be sacked down from here. For that we can media press, please question the authority.
Please do justice to your job. Please do justice to your job. Question the authorities. Why things are wrong. If you don't do justice to your job, this country or this state will not get justice. We request the press to do justice to your job.
Please ask the press.
Please, it is you who is going to do justice for us today.
लोग समाजाने वे उसकाची बोतल बसून घेऊन तुम्ही लोकांना जाणटे काम बदला देणार
Question the authorities.
एक अरेंजमेंट करून ना तुम्ही ह्या लाखांनी ते बेळगावच्या कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरला नाटो घालून दिला तो पासून गाठ टाकतो आणि तुम्ही गोयचं प्लॅन हे करता का गोंयकारांक उदक दिना तुम्ही आणि गोंयचे प्लॅनिंग करता ते बसून
क्या बात नहीं आता है
Here we got in touch with some of the visitors, speakers, and social activists who attended the CZNP hearing on Thursday. Some called it a stunt, while some hoped their objection could make a difference while planning this CZMP draft.
When we saw the CZMP plan, the port limits right up to governor's house दाखवता. So आमचे सगळे जे fishermen हा, जे आयवान हा, मागीर हवाई असा, I mean, guys, their demarcations of their house काय दाखवूंक ना पासून मॅपाचेर. So they have their boats, they have their home teas, they have their houses. आधी कितली वर्सां ती हिंगाच हा. So in case if port limit is taken much in by MPT, मागीर all permissions, all grants will have to go through MPT and तांकां जायते त्रास जातले.
मुद्दो एकूच आसा हे CZMP जे आसा हे लोकांक विचारी नासतना हे प्लॅन जाल्ले आसा आनी गोंयच्या आमच्या एक्झिस्टन्साचेर एक तेंच्यांनी घात केल्लो आसा, एक वार केल्लो आसा. आमचे बीच, आमच्यो न्हंयो, आमचे एक्झिस्टन्सूच तेंच्यान डेंजरान घातले आसा, आमचे लायवलीहूड डेंजरान घातलेले आसा. जर आमच्या गांवांत कितें प्लॅनिंग जातलो जाल्यार तो आमी करतले, गांवकार करतले. हे सरकार दिल्ली सांगता ते ऑर्डर येता त्या प्रमाणे करपाक आमी दिवपाचे ना.
आमकां जाय म्हणून सांगता कितें सुद्दां आमकां जाय दुसऱ्याक ना दिवचे नाही
आमी सांगतले प्रत्येक गांवांक मास्टर प्लॅन जावपाक जाय. प्रत्येक विलेजीन मास्टर प्लॅन तयार करून प्रत्येक विलेजीन किंवा पंचायत एरिया येता किंवा म्युनिसिपालिटी एरिया येता कोस्टल मॅनेजमेंट झोन जो आसा दर्या कुशीक रिवरा कुशीक आयज महत्वाचो भाग म्हणजे म्हापसा तार रिवर जी आसा न्ही.
दुसरें म्हणटा तें आमचो मेन झोन जो आसा तो ब्रिडींग झोन, फीश ब्रिडींग झोन आनी व्हेरी रेअर फीश त्या वटेन ब्रीड जाता. सो तो एक सेक्युअर करचो म्हणून मागला आमी. आनी थर्ड पॉयंट आमी घाला म्हणटा तो हेरिटेज सायट्स. तुमी जाणात आमच्या थंय कदंबा पोर्ट पयलींचो आसा ताजे रुईन्स अजुनूय दिश्टी पडटात. ते सेक्युअर करचे, ते दवरचे. आनी
आतां हे प्लॅन पास जाला
तो आमच्या लोकांक मान्य ना तेज्या खातीर आमी लोकांक सपोर्ट करपाक तेज्या खातीर आमी थंय येयल्लेले आसा.
Well, that's all we have in our today's bulletin. For more updates, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel at HCN Goa, or stay alerted on our Facebook and Twitter by following us at Goa. Until then, take care and stay safe.